Here we go. We're going to jump into the hierarchy of needs when it comes to supplements, guys. Now, you've heard me say this. I was talking about it yesterday. Your foundation. Think back to what we were talking about in the nutrition section. Micronutrients. This is your multivitamins, your vitamins, minerals, and trace elements. Your fish oils is the essential fatty acids. Any nutrition program, if you cannot, and this is a big reason why it's the biggest important thing, is because all of these vitamins, minerals, and trace elements, they are the materials for your metabolism. No doubt you've heard that you need to have a fast metabolism. If you want to have energy, if you want to burn calories, if you want your body to perform correctly, you need to give the body the materials that it needs to perform the vital functions in the correct manner. If you want to be healthy, you need to give your body the proper vitamins, minerals, trace elements. And what else happens? Guys, we know that we don't eat 5 to 8 servings a day of fruits and veggies. We know that if we do get 2 servings a day, we know that they're not made up of 12 to 15 different foods to combine into all those servings. Now, if you do, then you're a rock star, because it costs a lot of money. It's a hell of a lot of volume, and it's a lot of cooking, a lot of prep work. I'm going to choose my insurance policy. I'm going to take my multivitamin like it's religion. And I also take my fish oil every day. Now, when do you need fish oil? If you do not eat wild caught, cold water ocean, salmon, halibut, all these things at least 5 to 7 times a week, then it's highly likely that you need a good fish oil, which I see Kenny in here. This is going to help high blood pressure, going to help circulation. It's going to help hormone support. It's going to help regulate insulin. We have a lot of type 2 diabetics. And for people who are not type 2 diabetic, maybe you're pre-diabetic, it's going to help that situation. Even if you're not pre-diabetic or type 2 diabetic, it's still going to help insulin control, which is going to increase your chances of fat loss. Insulin is a storage hormone. You need to be able to control insulin and keep insulin levels low. So the next level of importance is, what are you doing post-workout? Now, a lot of people know or have heard, man, you got to get a protein shake in right after you work out. Well, that's true, but you also need glucose. Your body is a survival machine. Many of you have heard me say this a time and time and time again. Glucose, sugar, carbohydrates that you eat are broken down into glucose, stored inside the muscle cell. Think of your muscles like a sponge. It can hold water. Your body stores that glucose inside of muscle cells until a point where it's fully saturated and full. Once the muscle is full, it carries it off to be stored as fat, any excess in the bloodstream. But once you're working out, for muscle contraction, your body's burning off that sugar, that glucose, those carbohydrates out of the muscle. It has to recover that energy source. It has to fill that tank before it will begin muscle repair. This is a survival instinct. It's a survival mechanism. So if you don't give your body exactly what it needs, say you have an expensive protein and you're going to go have 40 grams of protein, 2 scoops of that protein, and it's 40 grams. Your body can and will steal some of that 40 grams of protein and break it down into glucose to recover, to fill that energy tank before it does any muscle repair, leaving you short on the valuable needed protein for proper muscle recovery. Now, if you're type 2 diabetic, of course, you do not want this glucose component. What type of protein do you need post-workout? Now, any protein powder will work because it digests faster than a chicken breast, faster than a steak. But if you want to really improve your results, you would need a 100% hydrolyzed whey isolate protein. It is the finest powder, the fastest, the most pure, the fastest digesting protein powder on the market would be a 100% whey isolate protein paired with a fast digesting carb source. You guys already know I take my first form, Formula One, 100% whey isolate protein, and my ignition, which is a dexanhydrous glucose, basically dehydrated powdered glucose post workout immediately after I work out. Okay, the number three thing, a whey protein powder. I'm sorry, I got myself all mixed up here because I'm talking. The number four thing is a sustained assimilating protein. This would be your meal replacement protein. Now, why do you want this to be sustained? And you always hear us talking about you want a blended protein, a protein that has, some whey isolate, some whey concentrate, maybe some mylar casein, maybe some egg album, because you want it to digest more slowly. In this, for a meal replacement, you want your protein to digest at a slower rate, similar to that of a whole food. It's also going to be heavier. It's going to keep you full longer, keep you satisfied longer until you get to the next meal. Now, these things can get expensive, but like I told you, you only use it if you need it. You have to have it on hand as a backup plan, as an insurance policy. And then if you forgot to pack your meals, you weren't able to cook your meals and pack them and take them with you. Maybe like me, I may be shifting barges. I'm busy. I don't have time to go pop a meal in the microwave, wait for it to cool off, mix it up and eat it. So I need something fast. I have to get my protein in. It's quick and easy. It's 1 minute and a half, 2 minutes. I can shake up my protein powder, down it. I am good to go for the next 3 to 4 hours. That's exactly what a supplement is for. Next on the list, now guys, we're getting on up here to performance-based supplements. Creatine is the most highly researched, the safest, most effective, cheapest supplement out there. Okay, creatine is a great supplement. It does work. I don't recommend it for most of the people that I work with, only because it is highly misunderstood. Creatine is not, people hear that it makes you bigger, you get swole, you get stronger. Yes, that is an effect. Okay, one, if I have someone, a client or a person I work with, I don't even say client because we don't charge, but if I'm working with you, if your main goal is to lose fat, say you're 150 pounds overweight, and I worry that jumping on that scale and seeing that scale, instead of go down, it goes up 5, 6, 7 pounds. If I worry that that's going to throw you off, then I may not recommend that for you, because creatine forces your body to hold more water inside of the muscle cell. That's not the reason why you take it. That's not its intended purpose. It's a side effect. Now, what is the purpose of creatine? It has a function, a role in energy production inside of the muscle cell itself while you're actually training. What is it going to do for you in a real world performance wise? You're probably going to get 1 to 3 extra reps in a workout, in a set. That's what creatine does. And yes, it will also make you look bigger, feel bigger, and it will also make you weigh a little bit more on the scale. Depending on the creatine, how much water I'm eating, how much carbs I'm eating, I've seen creatine make my weight go up upwards of 12 pounds. Okay. Now, up here on the top of the pyramid, now we're getting into really, really advanced stuff. Your essential amino acids, your branched chain amino acids, beta alanine. Beta alanine is something that filters out lactic acid. You've heard of the burn. Feel the burn. Feel the burn. That is a waste product, a byproduct of energy production. What does beta alanine do? It helps flush it out of the muscle tissue quicker, allowing you to train and get another 3 or 4 sets during that burn before the burn actually takes over. That's what beta alanine does. So it is a performance supplement. It's not going to do anything for your fat loss. It's not literally going to help you grow more muscle unless you get a better workout, every single workout, consistently over time. Branched chain amino acids. Now, you guys probably know that this is one of my pet peeves. If I have a guy that's 50, 100, 150 pounds overweight, and I see him taking branched chain amino acids, but he's not taking multivitamins, he's not taking fish oil, he's not getting his post-workout right, he's not taking his proteins, not getting his meals, I'm going to be upset because it's all marketing. Branched chain amino acids. Okay, let's go over this real fast. Muscle tissue is made of protein. Protein is the building blocks of muscle. What are the building blocks of protein? Amino acids. Branch chain amino acids, those are three: leucine, isoleucine, and valine. That's only three of the essential amino acids. Okay, so what will that do? By taking those amino acids, what will that do? That will essentially flip the switch to be anabolic. It will make it possible to begin muscle growth, but it cannot alone by itself, these three, grow muscle. Where I run into a problem, guys, is you're drinking this as a liquid, okay? These can be broken down and burnt as fuel. So you're drinking these, and you know how you are. It's flavored water and it tastes good. You guys fucking know. And it's not just you, it's everybody. It happens to everybody. You're drinking this flavored water, it's branched chain amino acids, and it's going in a liquid form. Your body will always do what's most efficient. If it's most efficient for your body to drink that ready liquid fuel source than burn fat, and it's very difficult for your body to burn fat in comparison to burning sugar, carbs, glycogen, or anything that you put in a liquid form. So for the guys who are mostly worried about or concerned, their number one goal is fat loss, drinking all of these branched chain amino acids can slow down. It can hinder your fat loss. And if you have your protein intake right, you don't need any extra amino acids. So we'll move on up here to the EAA. That's the essential amino acids. These are all of the amino acids that your body cannot make on its own. Now, if you were going to just say, hey, I want an amino acid supplement, please, please, please go with the essential amino acid supplement, because not only can it flip that switch, it can also boost your metabolism and it can build muscle. So if you're not going to eat a meal, try to use a meal replacement protein shake. If you're not going to have a meal and you're not going to be able to get a protein shake, your EAA, essential amino acids. If you want first form, it's called anabolic bridge. It's meaning bridge the gap between meals. And I would also say an advanced tip, take it overnight, because maybe you eat like 3 hours before you go to sleep. You will run out of protein. You will go into a catabolic state overnight before you wake up again. You are fasting. So a pro tip, if you have EAAs, first form anabolic bridge, take them right before you go to sleep to get another boost in metabolism overnight while you sleep.